What up, y'all? Welcome back to I'm Just Saying Sports. Today is Friday, so you know what that means. That means NFL picks for the divisional round of the playoffs. All right. Before I get into my picks, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell your people to holler at me because I'm out here. All right. So I got just one thing I have to touch on real quick. I love comments. Keep them coming. Whether you agree or disagree with my take, please keep the comments coming because I love the interaction. I like to see things from a different perspective, and I respect it. I like it. Only thing that I ask is just you keep it respectful. That's the only thing that I ask. Just keep the comments respectful. No need to attack me personally or anybody that comments personally. It's unnecessary. So without further ado, here go my picks for this weekend. First game, you got the Houston Texans going to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Now, this is probably gonna be an ugly weather game. Out in Baltimore, it's snowing and it looks shitty. So just take that for what it's worth. But yeah, the weather is pretty bad. The Texans last week, they did that motherfucking thing, man. I can't even lie. They did their thing, man. They beat the shit out of the Browns in every facet of the game, man. The Browns looked unprepared. The Texans beat them so bad that the Browns look unprepared. And the Browns is typically not an unprepared group, especially on defense with Jim Schwartz. But they just got outplayed. It wasn't even out physical. They just got outsmarted. I don't think the Ravens will have that issue because the Ravens are a pretty well coached and well disciplined team on the defensive side. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think the pass rush gets some pressure on CJ Stroud, so he's not he's not going to be able to get those quick passes out. And I think that defense is going to lock him up. I know Marlon Humphrey is out, but Geno Stone has been the guy in that secondary. So I think he'll probably be matched up with Nico Collins if he plays, and it's going to take him some extra time to get that ball out with the coverage. So I think the defense can get some pressure on CJ Stroud. And Lamar Jackson, you got to get it done, bruh. You got to get it done, man. It's looking like you're going to win the MVP this year. So that'll be 2 MVPs, 1 unanimous. I don't know how this one is going to go, but it looks like you're going to get it. And you don't even have a trip to the AFC title. That's not acceptable, bro. You got to get it done. So I got faith in you, man. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Ravens in this one. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers going to the Bay Area to play the San Francisco 49ers. Now, it's not much to be said about this one. I think this one has the best chance to be a blowout. But it's on Brock Purdy. Simple and plain. You got all the skill positions. You got all the talent on the defense. It's on you, Brock. You gotta bring it home, man. There's no excuses. I mean, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle. You got all the pieces you need. The defense is solid. It's not like the Packers, were world beaters. They backed into the playoffs. They're playing with house money. They know it. I'm not discrediting them. They did what they supposed to do. They beat the shit out of the Cowboys last week. They played very well. Jordan Love had his I'm here party last week. I don't think he'll have that same success this week, just because I think the San Francisco defense saw what they did to the Cowboys. Cowboys probably wasn't expecting that, and they got slapped in the mouth. But now it's film, so now we know what you're looking at. And plus, Shanahan versus LaFleur, they kind of in the same vein. So I don't see that being. I don't see the Packers doing what they did to the Cowboys to the 49ers. But again, it's on Brock Purdy. The 49ers are going to win or lose behind Brock Purdy. Y'all said last year that y'all would have been in the Super Bowl had Brock Purdy not got injured. Now it's your chance to prove to the world that that's a true statement. So I believe y'all. I'm going to go ahead and go with the 49ers. Next game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Detroit to play the Lions. Now, Coach Campbell and Jared Goff are on a mission. Baker Mayfield is too. But Coach Campbell and Jared Goff are on a mission to prove people wrong about the Lions. Baker Mayfield is only on the mission to prove people wrong about him. He's not invested into the team as much. He's invested into himself. Not throw a shot, no shade, but it's just what it is. The Lions, they're going to be aggressive. I can see them being very, very aggressive on offense and defense. The only way I see the Buccaneers being able to pull this one out is if the Lions just get too aggressive too often, right? We know how they go for the most on fourth down out of any team this season. We know, Coach Dan Campbell's fiery personality. We know all this. They have to be strategic though. They can't play with too much emotion. Emotion is good, but you got to use this. You got to use this when you're playing, especially at this stage in the season. The Buccaneers are a scrappy team. Again, we saw this last week. Baker Mayfield torched the fuck out of the Eagles. Even though the Eagles was checked out, he still did his job. He still did what he was supposed to do. And they did what they were supposed to do, and they won. The Lions aren't the Eagles. Again, they have something to prove. So they're going to come out with that intensity. They're going to come out ready to roll. The Buccaneers, they don't have enough on offense to me. They're one-dimensional. They don't have a run game. The defense is good. It's solid. They stopped the run pretty well. But at the end of the day, I don't know if they're going to be able to stop the Lions offense as a whole. And like I said, the Buccaneers offense is pretty much one-dimensional, and I don't think Baker Mayfield is going to shred them like that. Mike Evans is probably going to have a couple of drops, probably a couple of deep balls and that's going to cost them. I mean, that might take the wind out of their sails, but at the end of the day, like I said, I think the Lions take this one. And they go to the NFC title game. Give me the Lions in this one. Last game, probably the banger of the weekend. That's why they saved it for last. You got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills in what will be Patrick Mahomes' first road playoff game. Now, we ain't including Super Bowls, obviously, because that's a neutral site. But for Patrick Mahomes to be playing his first road playoff game, I mean, it's a big story, but not really, though. You know what I'm saying? Because Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that being on the road is going to affect him. Because it's cold weather. Kansas City played in cold weather last week. It's a lot of snow. Kansas City gets snow. I don't think it's going to affect him like that. What I do believe is, I believe Josh Allen will try to do too much because of the injuries that the Bills have. They have a lot of injuries. I mean, they've had a lot of injuries throughout the season. And you saw last week when they played the Steelers, it was kind of emphasized with that 50-something yard touchdown run that Josh Allen did. Now, he's going to see, like, he now that happened, I think that he thinks that he can do that more often. And it's just like, nah, that was a one-off. But I think he'll try to do too much. He'll turn the ball over. This Chiefs defense has, to me, been carrying this team and keeping this team afloat because the offense hasn't been to the level that we are accustomed to seeing the Chiefs offense. But this defense is quietly solid. It's a very, very solid defense. And I can pretty much guarantee that the Chiefs is going to turn the Bills over at least twice. Mahomes to score a couple of touchdowns, 2 to 3 touchdowns himself. I think he might get a rushing touchdown this week, to be honest. And then he'll have 1 or 2 passing touchdowns. And they'll go ahead and close the casket on the Bills season once again. I'm taking the Chiefs in this one. It's going to be an upset, and that sounds crazy that's an upset, but I understand it. They're on the road. They haven't been playing well. The Bills are on the roll. They won 6 straight. However, I just think the Chiefs, top to bottom, are healthier, which makes them better. And Mahomes, I'm going to take Mahomes over Josh Allen pretty much any day of the week. So, again, give me the Chiefs on this one. That's my picks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, please keep it respectful. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell your people to holler at me because I'm out here. Peace.